sound for you guys. Not for me, I won't be able to hear them, but you will. Instead, I'll be listening to the match and watching the match. Oh, gosh, make sure those are on the correct way. Because I can't even put those on yet because we have to eat some food. I'll show you what I've got very shortly. Let's actually make sure you guys can't hear the stream.
On the near post. This is Jordan Henderson.
So if I just oh, you can hear it. Okay, that's annoying. Wonder why you can hear it. We'll have to change that. Just one sec. See if we can sort out what the issue is here. Open sound settings. So Chrome. Yeah, Chrome's on game. So it should be working. Let's just mute it again. Let's just stop that. Okay, and one sec. Okay, good stuff. You can't hear that. Perfect. We're all good. Oh, goodness me. There we go. We're all good there. You guys can't hear that. That's what we want. Because otherwise I would be committing an illegal act, and we don't want that shit, to be honest. Because that'd be annoying, wouldn't it? Oh, it'd be more than annoying. It would be literally illegal. But they have kicked off. The boys have kicked off. I'm just getting my background stuff set up. So once again, I'm just late to the party because I'm an idiot. No. No, Samantha, that is illegal. Hey, Sup, how you doing, my guy? How you doing, Sup? Oh, I finally got that Heracross off screen today, and I named it after you. You'll be happy to know, Sup. Okay, and then... Okay, looks like the formation that they're going with actually does not represent what's on the screen, so I'll have to remedy that shortly. That's not the button I want to click. To tell you the truth, John, it's looking like a 4-4-2. Apparently so. Apparently so. That's what's occurring there. That is what's occurring there. But there we go. That's there. That's on there. That's on there. And let's have you enlarged there. Perfect. And now we can watch the match, I believe. Lovely, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. Hey, Michael. We got Michael again in the chat. How you doing, sir? How you doing, good sir? We're back for yet more football. Who do I think will win? I think Liverpool will win. I think Liverpool will win. But I want Spurs to win. Because if one of these two teams has to beat City to the title, I'd rather it be Spurs. To be honest, I just need to sit up because my shorts are done. Just for showing off my shirt while I'm there. WWF, as you can see. Panda hitting another panda with a chair. I've got sausage, eggs, and toast for dinner. This will be a slightly ASMR stream, so apologies in advance for that, but I haven't had no time to prepare this in advance. Anthony, thank you so much for following. Much appreciated. We actually eclipsed 100 followers on Facebook today, which is absolutely wild. Yeah, Son this season's been brilliant. He's been brilliant this season. Really interested to see how Liverpool handle this. They're playing a lot of youngsters. I need to check what the situation is with the injuries. Let me just refresh this actually, so we actually get the score going. Here we are. There we are. There we go. Good stuff. I need to... Who's on the bench for Liverpool that you'd say could come on and change the game? Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's it. Most of their subs are young. There's Williams on the bench. There's Minamino, that Irish goalkeeper, Origi, who's not good. So Liverpool are in a bit of a dire situation regarding their team and injuries. No Thiago, no Wijnaldum by the looks of it. So if Spurs I mean, this is at Anfield, but if you could not really ask for a better opportunity from a Spurs perspective, looking at their lineup, they are at full strength. I wonder if Gareth Bale was on the bench. Let's find out. These sausages are good, by the way. They're from my local butcher. They're delicious. They got Regulon. Looks like no Gareth Bale on the bench. Lucas Moura's on the bench. No Gareth Bale. I wonder if that's an injury or if that's a tactical decision. Not sure. I haven't really seen much of him in the Premier League, must say. He's made more Europa League appearances, it seems. But Liverpool are deploying a high press here. And they force Spurs to clear it. I don't know, when Wijnaldum is playing, what am I talking about? I meant Thiago. That's the guy, that's the good midfielder I was thinking of, goddamn. But Alexander Arnold's back from, you're streaming on Twitch, we're streaming on all three, Michael. We are multi-streaming. Come to Twitch if you want, go to YouTube if you prefer, whichever you want. Whichever you prefer. But Michael, how are you doing, my guy? What have you been up to today? What are your plans? And sup? How are you doing? What are your plans today? Like I say, I caught the Heracross today and I did name it after you, so I hope you enjoy that fact. And did get a notification. Interesting. Wonder why that is. I have no idea why that is. Oh, speaking of, Michael, if you want to, you can join the Discord server, where you do get notified when we go live, but also you can just chat with other Nabinios. You know, you can post memes, pictures. We actually have a dedicated server, channel rather, for football chat. At the moment, there's no football fans in there. Like, it's mainly just like Pokemon fans and such. But I'm obviously big on Pokemon, so there's a whole channel dedicated to football. So if you ever want to chat football with me or other people who enjoy football, you can do that too. Excellent. You want to join it? Well, I'd suggest the easiest way to do it. If you go to my Twitch page, go to the About section, and there will be a link there for the Discord server. You click on that and you'll be invited straight in. Also there, you'll notice that I've also got a Twitter and Instagram, so if you have Twitter and Instagram, do feel free to follow me on there, if you haven't already. I don't think you have, but correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, my analysis is limited to the eggs I'm eating. They are very good. Again, butcher eggs. Butcher eggs. It'd be interesting to see how, But how am I today? Oh, oh, sorry, I missed that message. You're on lunch. Excellent stuff. Of course, because you're at school. Yeah, I'm doing good. Work was pretty standard. Unfortunately, didn't have time to work on one of my YouTube videos, but hopefully I'll have some time tomorrow. So I really want to upload that video. What else? Nothing else happened really. Just sort of standard day at work, and I'm eating lovely food, which is always nice, isn't it? It's always nice to eat nice food. Facts. A couple more Christmas presents arrived for some of my family members, so that's good. How you doing on Christmas shopping, Michael? Are you all done? Have you done all your shopping? Or do you still need to get some things? I'm waiting on one thing to arrive, but apart from that, I'm done. And then I just need to wrap it when it arrives, and then I'm totally done for Christmas. I do like to normally get it done a bit earlier than this, but I've just been so busy I haven't even been able to sort it out, to be honest. Not yet? Well, there's still time, but make sure you get, if you're ordering from online, you haven't got anything. Mate, you better hurry up. You got 9 days. 9 days, my guy, to sort that out. You need to order soon, I'd suggest, if you're going to do it online. Because it's going to get to the point where places stop delivering. Before Christmas, anyway. 10 minutes have been played so far. 9 days before Christmas, isn't that right? 25 minus 16 is 9. Yeah, it's the 16th, isn't it? It's the 16th, therefore 9 days. I'm not being dumb, am I? 1, 2. Hey, thank you so much, Selman, for liking the stream. Much appreciated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9 days. 9 days. It is fast, you're right. That's what it does. That's what Christmas does. It sneaks up on you. It sneaks up on you out in plain sight. We've got 4 pieces of toast, so I hope you enjoy this ASMR of me eating toast. It's lovely and buttery, which is how we want it. Opening 10 minutes. Not much has happened from what I've seen. I've got a feeling this has got 0-0 written all over it. It's first versus second. It's a huge match. That means it can only disappoint. There's actually quite a few supporters in the stadiums. I guess that means Liverpool is a tier 2 thing. ASMR, so I don't know exactly what it... Oh, here we go. Firmino's in! What a save by Lloris. He's somehow able to hold on to that as well. I thought a free kick came in. Firmino gets a header on it. He heads it into the ground. Always tricky for a goalkeeper. The angle actually made it seem like a much more impressive save. But it still needed saving, and Lloris did so, and he held as well. So fair play to Lloris. But that's the first sight of goal from both teams, and it's taken 11 minutes to do that. Mane's on the ball now. Salah's in the box. Will he dive like he always does? Henderson first time switches it to Robertson, who plays it into Curtis Jones, who's in the side due to injuries, I imagine. Wijnaldum is forced backwards. He's on him to do good. Yeah, so ASMR, I don't know exactly what it stands for, but it's basically like, you know, weirdos who do videos where they go close to the mic and it's something to do with like sounds like, hey guys, welcome to this video, and today I'm going to do X sound, that sort of thing. And you even have these things called mukbangs where people literally just like, the whole point in the video is that they eat on stream so you can hear the sound or whatever. So that's what I mean by that. But I'm not doing it out of, you know, intent. I'm doing it out of negligence. There was no malice. There was no malice, only ignorance. Because I just need to eat food. Otherwise I won't be having dinner until like 10 PM, and that'd be mental. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, once I've eaten this, I will be providing expert commentary and analysis. Because I am a professional. You could look it up if you want, Mike. If you just type in like ASMR montage or whatever, you'll find weird videos of people talking into mics quietly and it being weird. Do I do fantasy? I do this every single year. I always start out with really thinking about, I think about my team for hours, and I do the team, and then for like the first 5 or so match day weeks, I'm properly into it. And then I'll forget 1 week to change my team, and then I'll forget a second week, and I'll just be like, oh, I can't even be bothered anymore. So I've got a team, yeah, but I've no idea who's in it anymore because it's been a few weeks since I've done it. I just always forget about it and then I get disinterested, to be honest. I just realised that Joel Matip is also not on the pitch or bench, so I imagine he's injured. So neither of Liverpool's first choice centre-backs are playing. It's Fabinho and Williams, or whoever he is, whatever he's called. Yeah, no worries, Michael. Fine, so that's fine. Here's Robertson. Oh. Hey! We got Josh in the chat. How you doing, Josh? Hi, mate. How you doing? I promise I will be providing some analysis. I'm currently just eating some toast and sausages, though, because I need to have some food. Harry Kane at the back post, defending across from Liverpool. There you go. That's your analysis. Now I need some more bread. Yep, no worries, Michael, at all. Have a good one. But yeah, Josh, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Yeah, Josh, how you doing? Where in the world, whereabouts in the world are you from? I'd like to know where all my viewers are from. We've got quite a few Americans, quite a few Canadians. The fact you're saying mate and lad to me suggests that you're from England. Could be Australia. Hey, we called it. I got it from your verbiage. Whereabouts in England, though? That's the main question. I'm from Manchester. As you can probably tell from my accent. Spurs. Ah, Stoke. Good stuff. Do you support Stoke? If so, sorry. I don't know what state they're in nowadays, but I know they were doing quite poorly last season in the Championship, just about surviving relegation, from what I understand. No offense intended, Josh. All good banter. Like I said, I will be providing. Normally the streams are much more professional than this. I promise. Like I said, I'm just eating my toast and sausages. I guess that means you are a Stoke fan then. Doing better. Top goal scorer just got. Oh no, that's such a shame, man. Where are they in the Championship? Like mid-table, maybe? Mane's annoyed at something. Why is he angry? It did come off Aurier, to be fair. Ah! Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Good one, mate. I confess I should pay more attention to the Championship. It's a very interesting league, isn't it? Literally anything can happen by the sounds of it. Literally. Feel free to subscribe, Josh, if you want to. I think you'd be our 44th subscriber, so that's nearly 50, so that's exciting. That's very exciting. We do foot on the LNobbins channel. We do football streams, as you can see. We also do gaming streams. So we play some. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a goal by Salah, surely. No, it's not. Here's Jones. He tries to take on Lo Celso, but Sissoko gets the ball instead, and now Son is up against Fabinho. And now Sissoko beating the Liverpool press, and Harry Kane is going so much space in the middle, but it's in the air. He tries to chest it down, but it goes out for a corner. But yeah, what do? We do Among Us games, Pokemon, LA Noire. We will be playing Simpsons Hit and Run in the new year once we finish LA Noire, and obviously we do football analysis, watch along things, etc. too. Well, my predictions. Good question. I predict 0-0. That's what I predict. Because this is a top table encounter, and that always means disappointment. I hope it's very exciting, but I've got suspicion that it's just going to be a boring 0-0, to be honest. I'm sure Mourinho would be happy with that as well. So, because, you know, away against Liverpool, why wouldn't you be happy with a point? But they are sort of there for the taking a little bit. How about yourself, Josh? What are your predictions? And do you have a preference as to who wins? Do you not care who wins? I personally want Spurs to win. But that's just me. Probably hoping for Son to score a few. That's exactly what Michael was saying earlier. He's got Son and Laurie Easton's fantasy team. I think Son's in mine, but like I was saying to Michael, I haven't bothered to change my team in ages. Because I'm a lazy boy. But Liverpool playing a very high-risk game at the moment in terms of their pressing. Aurier crosses the ball in, but it goes over the bar. It's the last half piece of toast, and they'll be done. We're going back to a potential penalty decision. It hits Dyer more on the shoulder, really. They're claiming for handball at the time. It just sort of like hit the top of his tricep, but I don't think you could really give that. Your Kane super top my league has got him. So open for Son. Oh yeah. Well, the way they've both been playing, one's guaranteed to get a goal, the other's guaranteed to get the assist. It's a bit mad how many goal combinations have occurred. It looks like Son's actually playing. So the formation I've got right now, I will need to alter that because it looks like Son is actually playing as a second striker with Kane. It's more like a 4-4-2. But here's Robertson in behind Aurier. He's in the box now. And here's Salah, and nearly, that should have been a goal. A player of Salah's quality, he should have scored there. He actually just hits it directly at the goalkeeper, and it's an easy save. But really good play from Robertson. Salah's just unmarked, and he should score that. He has to score that. Really good football from Liverpool there. And Spurs have had 0 attempts in the opening 20 minutes compared to Liverpool's 3. It looks like Spurs, though, are really trying to play the long ball game just to beat the Liverpool press. And they've nearly got in a couple of times now. But nearly is the operative word, meaning they haven't succeeded. Okay, that's the toast done. Now I've just got to finish my sausages. Like I say, I'm so professional, guys. Don't you worry about it. Don't you bloody worry. Oh, thank you so much, Josh, for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. You are the real MVP. Wijnaldum's on the edge of the box here. Now Salah's on it. Davies has an appeal for handball against him, but they say fuck off. One of the best in our stream. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, Josh. Like, I've done no analysis. I've been eating sausages and toast. But thank you, Josh. Like I said, can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but either way, thank you. They are, like I say, they are banging. They are from the butchers. As I say, they're from my local butchers, and they are lit as fuck. I've just got this last sausage, and then I'm done. But I will just have bready hands from the toast, so I'll have. Oh, you know what I mean? Salah's in the box here. Tries to play it to Robertson. He's actually crowded out. He's looking for an opening. When Wijnaldum's begging for it, he receives it. He plays it back into Jordan Henderson, who puts a first-time cross into the mix, but it does fuck all. But here's Robertson to recycle. Aurier goes to ground and just about gets the ball, but Robertson, who is an excellent left-back, retrieves the ball. Indeed. More analysis has occurred of these sausages than Spurs attacking play. That's not because I'm a fat fuck, that's because Spurs have barely attacked. Because Liverpool have currently got them pinned down. Henderson hits the referee. Not with the fist, with the ball. Jones in the box now. Plays it back to Sadio Mane. Plays it to Wijnaldum. Little 1-2 maybe. No. Plays it instead back to Jordan Henderson. And now Phillips on the ball. It looked like he was lining up a shot. Did not. Son is on it, and Spurs can potentially counter-attack here if they can act quickly enough, but they are dillying and they are dallying. And the counter-attack opportunity's gone. In fact, Liverpool have won the ball back. Sausages are so good. Right, Henderson. That's not a euphemism. Don't take that out of context. Here's Henderson. He puts the ball in. It hits Davies in his fat face. Salah is closing out Son here. It's really tricky for Spurs to get even a second space. Right, plates down. Right, the plate is down. I'll wipe my bready hands on my fucking shirt for you guys. Right, sorted. Right, okay, I'm ready for some analysis. It's only taken 25 minutes of the first half of this match for LNobbins to assume the position of analysis. Oh yes, well, as we can see, Liverpool have completed around 4 times as many passes as Spurs, and what that really alludes to is the fact that Liverpool are absolutely dominating this game in the midfield. The 4-4-2 scenario for Spurs just isn't quite on at the moment. They may have to drop into a 4-5-1. Nah, I have no idea what I'm talking about there. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like I say, I'm back. Jones! Salah has gone in. It takes a deflection, an incredibly lucky deflection over Lloris. It loops over his head, and Liverpool have gone 1-0 up, and that means that we need to go red for the background because Liverpool are in the lead. Was it a lucky goal? Yes. Was it coming? Yes. A huge slice of fortune with the goal. However, it was still warranted based on the build-up play, based in these opening 25 minutes and exchanges. Jones just runs into the box here. He's got 2 Spurs players over it, takes a lucky deflection, and then it takes a further deflection onto Alderweireld, and it just loops over Lloris's head. Doesn't really have a chance. He's flat-footed. There's nothing he can do. As we see who it hits, it does indeed hit Alderweireld, and it just loops over Lloris, and there's no chance for Lloris there. Josh says, hopefully this will make Spurs attack a bit. Exactly. But Salah with yet another goal for Liverpool. He's a very impressive player, isn't he? He just seems to get better and better. But Spurs now have an issue, because Mourinho's preferred way of playing, as we all know, is to defend. You see the goal again, and yeah, it just takes that deflection. Why isn't my thing updating? There we go. Beiji, yes, you can see the game. It's on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch the game, it's on Amazon Prime. In fact, all the games this match day week are on Prime. Salah, that surely hits a hand. The referee says play on. Davies just loops it over into the sky like a mad lad. That was a bit weird. But each to their own. But yes, Spurs have had 25% of the ball. Sorry, 26.6 to be exact. But that is madness. Spurs before this game were first in the table. But Jones has actually won the ball here as I say that, and he forces a save from Lloris. There wasn't enough power on it. He just drags his shot a little bit. Jones has actually done a lot of good work in this first half. He's not looked out of place at all. He's done a lot of good pressing. He just could have put a bit more power on that shot maybe. It looks like, yeah, he just scuffs it, and it's an easy enough save for Lloris. But yeah, as we say, it was first versus second. And I understand it's Liverpool and they're a very tricky team to beat, etc. But the fact that they don't have either of their first choice centre halves, you've got to go for them a little bit, surely. Surely that's what you've got to do. But Spurs have not taken that approach so far. They've been trying to play on the counter-attack. And that will not work against Liverpool. They will just score the goals. And that was Salah's second effort on target, and it does result in the goal. As we say, that goal was quite fortunate, but it was coming. It was coming. But it'll be, like I say, it'll be interesting to see what tactic Mourinho goes with now, because Liverpool are in here again. It's Andy Robertson on the ball. He puts a lovely cross into Mo Salah at the back post. Davies does just about enough. But Liverpool are absolutely dominating Spurs at the moment, and if they don't change something soon. Lovely little interchange between Henderson, Wijnaldum and Mo Salah, and Salah just switches it out to Robertson. This is really nice football from Liverpool. Spurs just letting them play at the moment by camping behind the ball. I don't think they can afford to do that anymore. There's still 60 minutes left, but the way this is going, Liverpool will just score another goal if they keep getting it behind like that. You think Reguilon needed a rest? He probably did. Reguilon's the left back, yes. I just don't know what's happening with Gareth Bale. I don't know if he's injured or what. Don't know what the situation is there. Yeah. Don't know what's going on there. He's ill. Oh. Well then, Josh. You know more than me. Goodness me. Josh, if you'd like to, no worries if you don't want to, but I know that Michael did want to, so I'll just give you the opportunity as well. I was going to pop a link in the chat. That's for our Discord server. If you'd like to join the server, feel free to do so. We basically we chat in there, we post pictures in there, we post memes in there. Pictures vary. They can be what food you've eaten, they can be something you found funny, it can be literally whatever you want. It's just good fun. It's just good fun, to be honest. And we also do have a football chat channel. What's Chad saying? Can't stick around. Just need to make known I'm still part of. Chad, don't worry. Don't you worry about it, my guy. Don't worry. You'll always be a part of this community. But yeah, thank you, Chad. Hope you're having a good day. Josh, don't you worry about it. I just like to put the offer out there because a lot of people do like the idea of chatting to people, so I just want everyone to have the opportunity. If you've got a Twitter and Instagram and want to get involved in the community like that, then I do have both of those. It's just LNobbins. If you don't have either of those or don't want to follow, don't you worry. Overhead kick from Mane is ambitious, but it's quite tame, and it goes into the gloves of Hugo Lloris. Wait, Son's in here? And Son scored, has he? He scored. The camera, the broadcasters didn't even have the attack on the screen. They were still showing Mane's over the head. Oh, is it offside, Gasky says. Let's have a look here. It is just offside. Never mind. Gasky's right. He's joined the chat. He's just offside. Are you ahead? What minute are you in the Gasky? I'm at 32, 47, 48, 49, 50. Gosh, Liverpool are incredibly lucky there. Oh, you're at the game? What? Wait, you're at Liverpool? What? I'm so confused. It's annoying because it's a really good finish from Son, but it is going to be offside. Wait, what? It's in. No, it does. It has counted. Gasky, you're talking shit, mate. I can't even process what just happened there. It all kicked off. I'm only at 33-42, Gasky, so bear that in mind when you're Okay, so update. We need to go back to this to demonstrate that we're now at neutral. So Gasky, so Josh, your FBL has been saved because Spurs have somehow. We are talking like centimeters onside. It looked from an initial viewing that he was well offside. Not well offside, but you could tell. Must be just because of the angles, but goodness me. Liverpool, who've absolutely dominated this game, 75% of the ball. Spurs have not been in it at all, and they just get a random goal. It was so surprising that the camera wasn't even focused on it, so I couldn't even see the build-up to the goal because we were watching a replay of Mane's overhead kick. But I think what happened was it was just one long ball over the top from the goalkeeper or one of the defenders into the path of Son, who's played onside by Williams' toe by the looks of it. He gives Alisson the eyes. It's a brilliant finish, in fairness, but Goodness me. 1-1. Equaliser for Spurs. I thought it was offside from looking at it, but no. Just onside. Just onside. Goodness me. Goodness bloody me. And Liverpool nearly score. Goodness me. And it seems like everyone's got Son in their fantasy team. Goodness me. Josh has got it in. Michael's got it in. Gasky's got it in. Everyone's happy. Everyone's a winner. And here's Son now. Henderson's chasing him down. Salah as well. Some really good recovery work from Henderson, Salah, but they do give away the foul. BA Gasky, do just bear in mind. Yes, Michael was back. Yes, Son did score. Son did score. And we've actually got everyone in this chat currently has Son in their fantasy team. BA Gasky, do just bear in mind you're around 30 seconds in front of me. I'm at 35, 34, 35, 36, etc. So that's just to let you know. I'm watching on my computer, so maybe that's why the stream's a bit lagged. I don't know. Don't know if that's how it works. But yeah. And the person facing has... Oh, the person you're facing has Salah. Oh, well. He has scored once already. A free kick is going to come into the box here. We've got Lo Celso and Son stood over it. Son leaves it for Lo Celso. He tries to play an interesting ball, but it doesn't quite work out. I think he was trying something from the training ground. Jose Mourinho is not happy at all. This is typical Jose so far, though. No possession, but still in the game, basically. Baggy, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much, Baggy. How are you doing today, Baggy? Let me know. Let me know what's occurring. Let me know how your day's going. Let me know where in the world you're from. I like to know all of these things. Let me know your shoe size while you're at it. Why not? What's Michael saying? You got 20 points for this week, and the person you're facing is 29. So I think I'm losing. Well, you need Son to score. You need Son to score a brace, don't you? Really? Or for him to get the trademark assist to Harry Kane. Josh says, "Are they still attacking?" I mean, Spurs weren't ever attacking. To be honest, even when they're 1-0 down, they weren't attacking. Their one attack came from one long ball, and it just caught Spurs out. So it's still Liverpool that are absolutely in the ascendancy in terms of offense versus defense. Spurs are... Oh, no, because Spurs are facing us. Right, okay, so you need Son to get assisted by Bergwijn then. Because... Oh, no assist, fair enough. Are you a Liverpool fan, Baggy? Are you a Liverpool fan, my guy? Well, you'll be very glad to know that Liverpool are playing infinitely better than Spurs at the moment. Let's just see, as you can see from the screen, Spurs' highest rated player is their goalkeeper at 7.2. So when your goalkeeper's your best performing player, you know there's something wrong. You know there's something wrong, my guy. Here's Jones. He crosses a lovely ball in, but Lloris just catches it instead. Since you're 5 years old. Ah, good stuff. Whereabouts in the world are you from, Baggy? And why Liverpool your team? What at 5 years old, what made you decide on Liverpool? Or are you from Liverpool? I have Lloris. Oh, you've got Lloris in your fantasy team. Excellent. Well, like I say, he's made a couple good saves so far, so that will probably get you some points. You really can't have Salah scoring then for your team. UK, but I meant more specifically, Baggy. Like whereabouts in England are we talking? Or Scotland? Wow. Newsflash: Benteke has scored for Crystal Palace. When was the last time that happened? When was the last time that happened? Are you actually from Liverpool? That makes a lot of sense why you are a Liverpool fan. That makes total sense. I've got a friend who lives in Liverpool. I've been there to visit him a couple of times. It's a good night out. It was lots of fun. Salah is here now. Salah attacking with Robertson in support on his left. He switches it to him now. Mane and Robertson with a little exchange, and Curtis Jones joins the triangle. Pass it off to Wijnaldum. Harry Kane's dropping incredibly deep into his own defensive third to help out the Spurs defence. All 11 players are behind the ball. Here's Firmino in the box. He's going to try to find the cross, but there's too many Spurs players, but they get the cross all wrong. But it's cleared out anyway, so no issues. Where do I live? So I live in Manchester. I live in Manchester. I was born in Manchester. I'm therefore from Manchester. Oh, you're actually born in Peckham. Ah, interesting. Don't find many Liverpool fans from Liverpool. Josh throwing shade there. Oh, wow. Liverpool was so close to being... Sorry, Spurs was so close to being in there. One pass. This is the issue. This is the potential issue with Liverpool's game plan. They are so high up the pitch, and Spurs have quite a lot of pace on the break with Son and Bergwijn. It looks like that's how Spurs are going to play this game, and as we saw with the first goal, it takes only one chance with their clinical forwards, and they get the goal, and they get on equal terms. Here's Mane now, working his way into the box, takes a shot. It's straight at Lloris, though, just straight down his throat, and Lloris is able to easily save that effort. He's easily able to save that effort. Easy. Beigi and Josh, what are you guys doing in terms of, like, you know, where you are in your life? By that I mean, are you at school? Do you work? Are you at college, university? Whereabouts in your education / working life are you from? Where are you at, rather? I know Michael is currently at school. Shout out Michael, my boy. I do indeed use that. Yes, Michael, that is correct. That is very correct. That is correct. Josh is at school. Which school, though? I don't mean, like, you know, fucking Stoke Grammar. Like primary, high school, you know? Hi. Excellent. Good stuff. Good to know. I just like to know these things. I'm not a stalker. I just like to know these things, that's all. Final third passes. Liverpool have had 110. Tottenham have had 10. That's just an indicator of how one-sided this game has been in terms of those stats. However, the all-important stat is it's currently 1-1. It is currently 1-1. Honours even as we stand. And Liverpool are just going to start again, recycle the play. That's what they've been doing. They've been very patient. But it is basically just going to be attack versus defence. Similar to the match we had last night where it was City against West Brom, where it was just attack versus defence. The only difference there was that the defending team was shit, whereas in this case, Spurs are obviously a very competent thing. The game is on Amazon Prime, Michael. It's on Amazon Prime. Kane is holding up the ball now. Williams, see, this is the issue with the potential issue rather with Liverpool's way of playing. If I just go here, Williams, the centre half, was all the way up here pressing Kane, and that means there's so much space. I mean, all the other players are up top as well, so it means that so much space is being left there. Yeah, I was pissed off because it was annoying. Because it was fucking annoying. It should have been a City win. I'm a Man City fan, obviously, and it was very frustrating game. But there you go. And even though they got the draw, they still sacked their manager. So it wasn't even good enough for the bloody West Brom owners. The possession in the last 5 minutes, 96% Liverpool. 96%. That's mental. Genuinely mental. Oh, Beigi. If you're still there, let me know if you're still there. If you'd like to join the Discord, do feel free to. I believe that Michael has joined it also. Just put a link there for you. But basically, you can chat with other Nabinios. You can't, because that's what you guys are. As my followers, you are my Nabinios. Still would rather big slam over Slaven Village. Well, he is just. To be honest, I'm amazed that he hasn't already managed West Brom. That's definitely his sort of team, a relegation struggling fucking team. But yet, in the last 5 minutes, Liverpool had 96% of the ball. That's how mad it was. Oh, Barca scored. Who are Barcelona playing, Michael? You can keep me updated on that one. Am I streaming the game? Well, I'm watching it, if that's what you mean, Beigi. I'm streaming it on Amazon Prime, yeah. Son into Kane now. Spurs with a rare attack, but Fabinho's able to clear it out. Oh, Beigi, we also have a YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe there if you'd like to. I think you'd be number 45. We're nearly at 50. That's very exciting. And we also have the standard Twitter, Instagram, if you're interested in that. If you're interested in that. Oh, no, Real Sociedad. Oh, I like David Silva. I want them to win. They're top of the league, actually, Real Sociedad, aren't they? Currently. I don't think they'll win the league, but it's so interesting that they're... So interesting that they are top of the league currently. Yeah, it's definitely not. I'm just going to change this, aren't I? Because the second, wait, oh, Real Sociedad second now. Oh, I thought they were still in the lead. Obviously not. Yeah, as we've been talking about, it's more like it's more like that. Really, sorry. So it's more like that with Sissoko on the wing, and Mourinho is playing a 4-4-2 for some reason. I mean, you can't say it's not working. He's currently drawing. But there you have it. Half time, and Spurs somehow find themselves. They somehow find themselves tying this game, drawing this game, 1-1 at the break. Absolutely bizarre scenes, but there you have it. There you have it. Why not? If you don't take your chances, you ain't gonna win, are you? Facts only. So there you have it. Let's have a look at some cheeky stats, shall we? At half time, as we can see from here. We can see that the highest rated player is actually Mo Salah. But it's interesting, you look at all these ratings, it's all Spurs players. That's just because of all their tackles and interceptions, I'd suggest. Hey, look at all these tackles, 13. Aurier has been very busy. 7 tackles is madness. That is mental. This possession, though, is mad. Look at this possession. That's craziness. That's craziness. I thought that these were the ratings for a split second. I was like, how the hell is Henderson operating at an 11.4? But no. Yeah, so as we can see, Salah is the highest rated player, as one would expect. Let's have a look at the old chalkboard so we can have a look at shots and the like. So many more passes for Liverpool, like 4 times as many passes. It's halftime 2-1 to Barca at halftime. Gotcha. Yeah, enjoy your PE. No worries at all, Michael. Thank you for keeping me updated. I appreciate it. There have been so many clearances from Spurs. They've been absolutely pinned back. They've had literally 1 shot, and that 1 shot has resulted in a goal. And yes, you can say Liverpool were fortunate to get the goal because it did take a massive deflection. However, just looking at those stats, man, I don't understand how they're not winning, but they're not, and that's what matters. Let's have a look at the Premier League results or halftime standings currently, just to see what's going on. Early in the day, Arsenal drew against Southampton. I watched a little bit of that game. I saw that Theo Walcott scored and actually celebrated, which was interesting. Fair play to him, I guess. But yet another red card for Arsenal. These stats are going to be a bit skewed because Southampton did have an extra man. I'll take it as long as Liverpool aren't top, Josh says. Well, yeah, currently. Oh, well, that's interesting, Josh. So you're a Stoke fan, but you don't like Liverpool, eh? A Baggy in the chat will not be pleased. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, as a City fan, I'd probably take this result. Both teams, City drop points stupidly against West Brom. If it means that both teams drop points and keep the same amount of points away from City, I'd take that. I'd be fine with a draw. But yeah, so that happened. A very good result for Everton, who beat Leicester 2-0 with only 40% of the ball. Very impressive from Everton, who are making their way back into the European spaces after that excellent run of form at the start and then subsequent dip. They've now come back, it seems. So that's excellent stuff. Surprised that Calvert-Lewin didn't get a goal. He normally does. In fact, let's see who got the assist. If he didn't get a goal, did he get an assist maybe? No assist there. How about for the first goal? No, Werby got the assist. Interesting. Wow, this was a good game. Jesus. 5-2 to Leeds, and 5 different goal scorers as well. 2 of which late on, so you can assume that... So it was actually 3-2 for a good amount of time, so you can assume that they were back at the end. You've actually captained Vardy instead. No! I think United play tomorrow against Sheffield United, if I'm correct there. But yeah, that's just an absolute... I mean, to be fair, Newcastle got 2 jobs, but really, it was an absolute demolition job by Leeds, really. You look at the possession, you look at the shots, 25 shots, goodness me. Leeds are something else, and I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine this season. Fulham Brighton at half-time is 0-0. That looks like a boring, lower table clash. Zero interest in that one, to be honest. Apologies there. Palace leading West Ham. Benteke got the goal, as we discussed. Can't remember the last time that boy scored. Josh says they were dominating for a bit, but in terms of shots, possession, overall, and obviously the final results, Leeds were able to bring it back. But yeah, when was the last time Benteke got a goal? Yeah, good for him, I guess. What happened to Benteke? He used to be so good, and now he's just shit. Wait, does he? Am I just dumb? Oh, well, that's my bad. I did not even know that, Gasky. I will not lie to you. I have not been paying attention to Crystal Palace's results this season. So he's actually come back then, because do you remember when he was actually a competent player? Do you remember when he was actually competent at Villa? And then he was like shite at Liverpool and now shite at Palace. But now apparently doing good. And games for tomorrow. Got the 2 Uniteds. Sheffield versus Man. It's at Sheffield, so you never know, but Sheffield are just doing shite. Let's have a look at the Premier League table, shall we? Let's have a look at the table as it stands currently. So, obviously Spurs were leading. They were in first place. They were leading on goal difference, weren't they? Yes, they do have a superior goal difference. He's the last player to score a winner at Anfield against Liverpool. What a bizarre stat. What a bizarre stat that is. An interesting one, though. A very interesting one. I guess that must be when he was playing for Villa, I assume. I doubt it would have been for Palace. So that just goes to show how long it was since Liverpool lost at Anfield. God damn. Poor Sheffield United, man. I hope they get something against United. I like Sheffield United. West Brom, despite their futile point against City, are still second bottom, so good for you, West Brom. Thanks for taking away 2 points from City for nothing. Yeah, I know you don't, Gasky. City currently languishing in mid-table. Very frustrating from a City fan perspective. But if they win their game in hand, then they will at least go 5th by the looks of it. Yep, and they'll be only 3 points behind. So it's not the end of the world. They'll only be 3 points behind Spurs and Liverpool if it stays as it is. But imagine if City got the win. They'd be on 20 points, 25 with the win, and they'd only be 1 point behind the league leaders as it stands. Alas, we can't have nice things all of the time. Such is life. So let me just get my thing aligned. My chakras aligned. Let me get my chakras aligned. There we go. All good. In the proverbial hood. What are we doing? Why have I got those settings open? I don't want that setting open. Big shout out to everyone who has followed on the stream. It is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated indeed. I just realised I need to go off this to the match center. There we go. And also very interesting, if we just look at average match player ratings, Spurs players actually have an on average higher rating than Liverpool players, which is incredible when you look at the how much Liverpool have absolutely dominated Spurs in this game. It's so intriguing. But there you have it. There you bloody have it. Oh, Gasky, have you decided what you're going to spend your John Lewis voucher on from work? I've got my eye on an art mirror, which we're going to put upstairs in the hallway. Looks very nice. I think it's £200, so that voucher will obviously be going to a significant amount for that. Saving it when you move out, good idea. That's a very good idea. Just check the expiration. I have no idea when they expire. But yeah, John Lewis does so many lovely things. It's expensive, but it's all high quality and it's all lovely. What might you get with it, do you think? Well, I guess it depends what furnishings are already in your flat/house, whatever you go for. Yeah, maybe you could get like a whole toweling set or some bullshit. I don't know what you need. But yes, that would be good. Let's see how many followers we now have on Facebook. It's quite a few now. It's quite a ruddy few. You've got 101 followers on Facebook. Thank you, guys. Sagaski, if you want to unfollow, feel free to do so now that we've reached 100. It's all good. You can do so if you would like to. You invited everyone. There we go. All sorted. Sorted. Okay, and we back. We outie. Oh, goodness me. There we go. But yeah, it's all to play for. It's all to play for in the second half. Literally anything can happen. Such is football. As I say, Liverpool dominated the ball. They've created some good chances, but Spurs have been deadly, absolutely the definition of deadly on the counter-attack. And it has been a counter-attack with only 22% off the ball. Poor Alisson has had basically nothing to do apart from have a goal scored against him. So poor him. Yep, no worries, Josh. In fact, let me know when you come back. Let me know how your fantasy team's doing. Let me know how it's doing. Lo Celso got the assist for Son's goal. No one got the assist for Salah's goal because it was a deflected effort. So no one is credited for that. So that's a thing. But yeah, Gassy, you can get loads of good things from John Lewis. It is a sick shop. In fact, like most of our house stuff's from John Lewis because it's just so nice. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go get a snack. And then I'll be back for the second half. As soon as I come back, it'll be the second half. Hey, we back. We are back in business. Back to life. back to reality. And there we go. Oh, Gamer's in the chat. How you doing, Gamer? How you doing, my guy? How you doing? It's all go in this chat, isn't it? In fact, Gamer, I don't know if I've told you about this, but make sure, if you haven't already, I don't think you have, make sure to join our Discord server so you can get him. I'll pop a link there for you. But yeah, you can just get involved, chatting to other people, like-minded people. We have a football channel. But yeah, you're doing good. Excellent. I've got some Fiber One brownies, which I'm going to enjoy. Which I'm going to bloody enjoy. And Josh, that is a shame though. So what do you need to happen then, Josh? Because see, you don't want Son to do that well. Do you need Lloris to like save a penalty or something? Good stuff. The Spurs will get us kicked off in this second half. A rare example of possession for Spurs. Going to count Fernandes saving my week. Well, if United get a penalty, as they usually do, then you'll be fine, won't you? That's at least one goal. And within 5 seconds, Spurs have given the ball away. So that's a thing. Yep, Henderson gets possession back, but then loses it. So, bully to you. Oh, Spurs potentially in here by a ridiculous mistake. Just goes wide. Bergwijn should have scored. It's a mistake by the young centre-back Williams. Bergwijn should have scored. So it was a mistake by Williams. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He should really finish it. It was a difficult angle, but it does miscue the shots. Alexander-Arnold was putting him under good pressure there, but he should have scored it. You've got to take those chances at Anfield. Lovely. Lovely brownie. You think Son does bits because it gets me and the guy close to first. Ah. Good shout. So we do still want Sal to win. I forgot my Pepsi Max. God damn it. I forgot my drink. I'm going to be dehydrated for this half. God damn it. Not that Pepsi Max hydrates you because it's got caffeine in it, but you know what I mean. It's 40 points ahead. Oh, it's not an insaleable lead then, is it? You can catch that up with a good week or two, can't you? With a good week or two. They couldn't get out. Yeah, you can do that. 40 points. You can do it. You can do it. Na na na. There we go. Okay. By captaining someone good, yeah. Did you see Captain Vardy? Is that what you said? I think that's what you said. Vardy instead of Son. That's such a shame. Such a shame. Vardy does pop up with a good few goals, to be fair. It's just this wasn't his match week. Wasn't his week. Die with a long ball, trying to get Kane in behind Williams. Williams is able to deal with it though. Plays it into Henderson. Late by Lo Celso. He's going to get a yellow card here. He's going to get a yellow card. Get him captain last week. We forgot to change it. That's always the way, isn't it? That's always the way. Højbjerg. So yeah, so it looks like Mourinho has changed formation again. Sissoko's now operating over here. It's more of a 4-2-3-1. Solmore is a number 10. The two wingers up there, rather than the 4-4-2, which he was using to interesting effect earlier on. It was interesting, and it sort of worked because he was, in fairness, it was 1-1, so you can't really complain about that. But there you have it. There you have it. Goodness me, apologies, that was a burp. But in terms of the opening few minutes of this second half, it's effectively the same as the entirety of the first half in that Liverpool have most of the ball, and yet Spurs are able to produce a clear-cut chance. Who do I think will win? Gamer says. I don't think any team will win. I think it's going to be a draw. Although, to be fair, I did think it was going to be 0-0, but I think it'll be a draw. That's what I'll say. But here's Jones now. He does some lovely dribbling into the box. It takes a deflection. Sissoko is able to clear it out. Heads it away to Son, is that? No, it's Bergwijn. And Alisson clears out, but Kane actually intercepts the clearance. He could have a long shot here. He chooses to go for the long shot. He tried to catch Alisson out, who had to scramble and chip it over the bar. Goodness me, a mistake from the Liverpool goalkeeper nearly results in a Harry Kane goal. It looked like it was just about going in. Gamer, if you have a Discord, make sure to join the server if you want to join in the banter and chat with me and chat with other people. I think his shot was just going wide, to be fair, but you never do know. You never know, dear. But it's going to be a corner to Spurs. Son clips it in, creates a bit of confusion in the box, comes out here to Bergwijn, who plays it backwards into Davies, who swings it out wide to Son. Looks like he's apparently onside. Bergwijn's asking for it. He tries to cross it into Kane, but it's a low cross. Needs to be a high cross in that position. And Firmino pushes Davies over, but the referee says it is not a foul. That is what he's saying there. Yes, Liverpool, they're having all of the ball, but in the opening 5 minutes, the two best chances have gone to Spurs. They're just catching them out on the break. They're catching them out when they make errors. It's very precarious from a Liverpool perspective, potentially. And here's Lo Celso now. He's bringing it forward into Harry Kane. He's going to have a long shot. He is. Sails well over the bar. But why not have a long shot if you're Harry Kane? You're in form. You're feeling frisky. Why not go for it? He takes a shot. It would have been a ridiculously amazing goal if that went in. But it was always rising. Even if it was on target, it looks like it was straight at the goalkeeper, so he would have saved it regardless. Bakari, thank you so much for liking the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know I am. Wijnaldum now spreads it over to Alexander-Arnold. Alderweireld is able to head it, and it goes out for a corner kick. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitter. It is twitter.com/LNobbins. Oh, make sure to follow on the Twitters. Oh, I'm a stretchy boy. I did chest yesterday and my chest is achy. Oh, my cleavage. Right. Less of that behaviour. So we should. Don't even know what you're talking about, Mr. Commentator Man. Wijnaldum. Alexander-Arnold crosses the ball in. Alderweireld able to clear it away. Bergwijn gets it out to Son. Potential counter-attack. No, because Robertson intercepts it brilliantly. Lovely little interchange here, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work out for Salah. Alexander-Arnold is able to get it back to Alisson, and there won't be any danger from that. There shouldn't be anyway. Yeah. It's a very stubborn Spurs defence that Liverpool are coming up against right here, right now. They're finding it very hard to break them down. Spurs have actually been a lot more solid in this second half than the first half, when there were a couple of times when Spurs allowed Liverpool to get in behind them, and Liverpool created very good opportunities they just couldn't capitalise on. But I'd say Spurs are playing slightly better than in the first half. I'd say currently Liverpool are playing slightly worse. But it's early days, and and Højbjerg is just the most blatant tactical foul I've ever seen. Firmino gets away from him. He's absolutely tugging on his shirt. To be fair, sometimes you need those players in your team. You need those players in your team who would like, no, I'll take the yellow card. You aren't getting away from me. Is it cheeky? Yes. Is it allowed? Yes. It's part of the game. That's why it's called a tactical foul. And it prevents the counter-attack, so it's probably the sensible thing to do. Josh asks, who do I want to win? I want Spurs to win. Because I don't really like Liverpool, to be honest. Alexander with a little deft chip into Mane, tries to get the shot off, but Alisson is able to. So Lloris is able to save. I also think that, if I'm thinking that City is still in a potential title race, I do think that Liverpool do pose a greater threat than Spurs. But if I had to pick between Spurs or Liverpool winning the title, I'd rather Spurs win it than Liverpool, to be honest. Davis tries the long ball, does not quite work. Azan says, hi there today, Thursday. It is Thursday. Wait, no, it's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Why are you confusing me? It's not Thursday yet, unless it's Thursday where you are in the world, in which case, happy Thursday. Robertson crosses the ball in. Doesn't quite work out for him. Højbjerg gets the header away. Lo Celso, who I haven't really even seen in this game, to be honest, from an attacking perspective. Højbjerg with a good interception, and Kane has slotted in Son, and Son is trying to... he tries to use his pace to get away from Williams, and it would have worked, but Alisson read the danger, and he came out to sweep. But that just showed how dangerous and risky it is to play the game Liverpool are playing, because their defenders are so high up. If you can get Son in, it only takes one ball, and he is in, as we saw from the first goal. Liverpool are playing a dangerous game. High risk, high reward, yes. It means they are able to dominate the ball, but if a team is able to beat the press, if a team is able to get in, it's basically one-on-one. And you don't want that, do you? You don't want that. Unless you do want it, in which case you're a bit weird, aren't you? But yeah, Azan, how you doing today? How you doing, my guy? My guy. Jones into Alexander Arnold into Firmino, who's dropped deep for it. Højbjerg is all over him. Salah now on the ball, switches it to Robertson. Robertson's looking for the cross, can't quite find one, plays it inside to Salah instead, and he could have a shot here. He's not being closed down. He does a little dribble away, but Lo Celso is who did some very good defensive work for his team there. Kane into Bergwijn, trying to get away, didn't quite manage to get away from Jordan Henderson, who snuffed out the danger. And here come Liverpool once again. Robertson on the ball, plays it into Henderson, now Firmino. He's drifting inwards, plays it into Salah. He's going to have a shot. It forced a save from Lloris. I thought maybe he could have held on to it, but it did dip in front of him. It made it slightly harder for the Spurs goalkeeper. So it's going to be a corner kick to Liverpool. A Liverpool fan in the ground thought it was in. He's not wearing his mask properly. It's not even over his fucking mouth. So well done to that dumb Liverpool fan. Well done, mate. Well done for learning how to wear a fucking mask like a normal human being. You're smart. Corner comes in. It's headed clear by Spurs. Salah keeps it alive. Now Henderson's going to try to play it in, but Sissoko's all over him. And Sissoko does indeed tackle Henderson, and they get away with it there. Sissoko just using his strength. Wijnaldum complaining to the referee about something, asking for a yellow card on someone. Lucas is going to come onto the pitch. Interesting to see. He comes on for Lo Celso, which I think is a good change, because I have not even noticed Lo Celso in this game from an offensive situation. So it'll be interesting to see what Lucas offers. He obviously offers a lot of pace going forwards. A very different player to Lo Celso. So that to me suggests that if anything, Spurs are going to play even deeper and try to exploit their pace on the counter even more than they were doing previously. So expect to see an even more passive Spurs performance in the second half. But who knows what will happen? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And potentially that's come with a change of formation. It looks like It looks like Spurs have reverted to a 4-4-2. So I think that's what's happened. So I'm just going to readjust the formation there. It looks like it's Kane and Son now once again playing as the front two. Lucas on the right of midfield, Bergwijn on the left, and Sissoko and Højbjerg in the hole in the middle. Aurier goes to ground for some reason. Not sure what that was all about. I'm not sure what that was all about. Genuinely no idea. I think he's bought a foul there. But I tell you what, he only paid half price. Lucas wins it in the air against Fabinho. Williams wins it in the air against Bergwijn. Bergwijn now chasing Alexander-Arnold, who just pumps it forwards, but unfortunately for him, it just goes out of the ground. West Ham have equalised against Crystal Palace. It's Gasky's favourite, Haller, with the goal. So in that London derby, it is 1-1. West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 1, in a game that I don't really give a toss about. But it's nice to know the score anyway, isn't it? Højbjerg fell over under the pressure of Wijnaldum, but it was fair in the eyes of the referee. Curtis Jones gets away from Lucas, as does Robertson. Jones now switches it to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum's got Salah and Alexander-Arnold in support on the right-hand side. Salah chips it in, looking for Mane. It's too high for him though, and it goes harmlessly for a goal kick. For a goal kick that is what happens. Højbjerg, I think, has been a very good acquisition for Spurs. Don't know what he was. As I say that, I don't really know what he was doing in that one. He just sort of fell over. The referee, he is gonna have to watch himself. He is on a yellow card. But he does remind me. He does remind me of a bit of a bastard player, like a bit of a Fernandinho, a bit of a fucker, like someone who's willing to just get the yellow card, whatever. That's still foul for the team. Do you know what I mean? Every team needs one of those players. Every team needs a bastard who is willing to get a yellow card for the team. Who is your team's bastard in the chat? The team you support. So, Josh, for example, who is Stoke City's bastard? Is Shawcross still at the club? Is he still playing football? If so, I imagine it will be him. But every team has a bastard. Højbjerg is the Spurs bastard, in my view. Like I say, every good team needs a bastard. And if you don't have a bastard, then you're doing something wrong. Mane's gone to ground, but he regularly does that. So nothing new there. Nothing to see there. Hey! How you doing, Chris? Chris is in the chat. Gasky props Bruno. Is he? That's it. I don't really watch enough United, but I didn't realise that. I would not have I would not have pictured Bruno as a bastard. Why? Is he like a bit niggly in terms of his vowels? Shawcross may as well. So he is still at the club, is that right? How old is he? He must be about 67. He's been playing for Stoke for literally 89 years. He would run back and clean something out if needed. Oh, that's all what you need. He's always injured. How old is he though? That's what I want to know. But Chris, how you doing? Just had a quick game in the new COD. Oh, excellent. What's the? Oh, so is Warzone significant? I've done the update and I watched that. Well, I didn't watch it. I like started the cutscene. Hello, miniguns on shoppers. Right, that's sorted. First game, we go to Boneyard, do a scavvy. Bergwijn's potentially in here. He's 1-on-1 with Alisson. Can he score? He hits the post. Goodness me. Bergwijn should have put Spurs 2-1 up. It's just one ball from the goalkeeper. Kane wins the flick on. Son wins the flick on against Fabinho, and he's just in. It's by one long ball. Oh, he's so unlucky. I know that Liverpool have got more possession. Possession means fuck all if you can't convert it. Spurs should be winning this game. Spurs should be 2-1, maybe even 3-1 up here. Liverpool are not able to cope with Spurs on the counter-attack when they just put one long ball in. Son crosses it now with a corner. Header into the ground from Kane is over. Wait, Shawcross is only 33? That's mental. Harry Kane has missed an absolute sitter from that corner. For some reason, he heads it into the ground. He's basically free on his own. He heads it into the ground under basically no pressure. Spurs should have scored a couple here. Goodness me, they are playing a lot better in this first half, and they're playing a lot better than Liverpool. Have to say, that should be a goal. Spurs should have an assist. Kane should have a goal. He just drifts in. No one's really picking him up properly. There's a couple of half-arse attempts from Mane, but apart from that, no. What other updates are there on the old COD, Chris? Obviously, miniguns and choppers. We'll obviously exploit that. We'll scavvy at Boneyard. Chopper minigun, you know. You want Spurs to win, but I don't want Kane to score. Kane should have scored it. Bergwijn should have had 2 goals, in all fairness. Hey, Michael's back. Oh, Chris, if you had an issue with a controller, Gasky. Chris, sorry. Salah is here now. He's in the box. Sissoko's trying to defend it, but he's a tricky player, Salah. And now Firmino has the ball, crosses it to Mane. Alderweireld clears it, but here's Wijnaldum. And Lucas is able to get it out, but only as far as Robertson. But Liverpool now have to come back, and it was good pressure from Spurs. Good question, not clear, never buy stuff from game. What is it that you need replacing, Chris? It will be under warranty. If it's a new thing, it'll be under warranty. You'll just have to, well, actually, you might need to get it repaired. I know with Nintendo, when I bought it from game, the right trigger's a bit sensitive, kept shooting by accident. Yes, so check your warranty information. When I bought my Nintendo Switch from game, I think. Oh no, well, I got it for a birthday present, but my mum bought it from game, and it was under warranty because it's a new console, so they all are for a year or whatever. And in the thing, it said you need to contact the Nintendo repair center, and you provide proof of warranty, and they repair it for you for free. So that's probably what you're gonna have to do. I imagine there'd be an equivalent, like a Sony place. Yeah, Michael, Van Dijk is out for the whole season because of his ACL injury. He's not going to be featuring the entirety of this season. Emmanuel, Delhi, that's Delhi, correct? Well, as you can see, Delhi, it's 1-1 at half-time. Sorry, it's 1-1 currently in the match. Gasky reckons Van Dijk will be back April. Well, if he is, there's no way he'll be back to the full Van Dijk, because with being out for that long, it'll take him at least a month to get back to full fitness, and even then he might not come back. Here's Firmino. The shot takes a deflection, and Lloris is lucky. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the whole season anyway. That means you think they'll lose the Champions League? Well, yeah, well, as you can see from the lineup, they're not even playing what? Fabinho. What are we saying here? Yeah, Fabinho isn't even a centre half. Williams is just an emergency one because both Matip and Gomez and Van Dijk are all injured. Exactly, no fits. Well, Williams is a centre back, I assume, but yeah, apart from that, no fit centre halves, which is a bit mad. I love that, Josh. Yeah, it's just like Tyrese Campbell for Stoke. We just see the Spurs goal again. Son with a very cute finish into Alisson's near post. He must have been on toe by about a centimetre. But onside is onside, and that's all that matters. And Spurs have actually been better than Liverpool in this second half. During this game, well, yeah, absolutely. You ain't wrong, Delhi, especially after the travesty of last night's result. Goodness me. I'd be happy with a Spurs win, though, to be fair. I'd be happy with anything as long as Liverpool don't win. I'd rather Spurs win. A draw would be nice as well. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. I thought Son was potentially in, but no, he mistimed his run, and the effort was fucked. Mane into Robertson now. And Curtis Jones. Liverpool just need to try to calm down. They need to get back into their rhythm. They need to get back into what they were doing in the first half, because right now they're just making mistakes in midfield, as they have done there. Fortunately, Kane took a very heavy touch, and Liverpool are actually in here now, amazingly. And Salah drags the shot with his right foot. 2 mistakes in a row there. Spurs were nearly in, then Spurs make a mistake, and Liverpool are nearly in. It's that kind of game. Anything can happen in this game we call football. But again, Salah should have done better there. Although, to be fair, Kane should have done better with his first touch. And Spurs may have been in on goal. But that was a very good chance for a player of Salah's quality. And he just made an uncharacteristic, poor shot. He had to go with his right foot, which is his weaker foot, but it was very tepid. I think he may have hit it into the ground, actually. As we just see a replay of the shot. Yeah, he hits it into the ground, and that takes all the ferocity out of the shot, and the goalkeeper's very easily able to save. Just see the shot again. Yeah, he hits it into the ground, and that just takes all the momentum, velocity off the ball. A shame for Salah there, but very fortunate for Spurs. Very fortunate indeed. Robertson plays it back to Curtis Jones. Jones into Wijnaldum. Back to Jones again. Jones, Wijnaldum. Henderson on the ball now. Liverpool just doing baby build up. They're taking it easy. They're taking their time. They won't be rushed. They don't want to make any mistakes because this Spurs team are deadly on the counter. Salah's in the box now. He plays it back into Firmino. He does a lovely little ball roll. Lucas is able to get it out, and Spurs are going to try to counter here. Kane just can't get it away to Son. That could have been a golden opportunity. But Liverpool instead come back here and attack with Firmino, who's just on the outside of the Spurs box. He plays it into the on-running Curtis Jones on the left-hand side. Jones being forced out by Serge Aurier, who does brilliantly there. Very good strength from Aurier. And Spurs potentially away here. No, Robertson fouls Lucas, and it will be brought back for a free kick. Spurs will take that. I'm sure they'll take a draw, to be honest, even though they've actually had the better chances. They've hit the post. Spurs have in this second half. I'm sure that Jose Mourinho and Spurs will take a point at Anfield, and indeed I'd take a point. It would mean 2 draws in a row for Liverpool. It's been very sort of stuttery this season, hasn't it? No team's really been dominating in this very bizarre season that we're in. It's win, draw, da la la. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Anyway, Liverpool have the ball back. Spurs didn't have it that long, did they? But you have to say, Spurs have had 24% of the ball, but they've actually done more when they've had the ball than Liverpool have done with their 75% of the ball. Possession does not equate to goals necessarily. In fact, it can work against you if you are reliable on the counter-attack, and that currently is what Jose Mourinho and Spurs are banking on. Here's Alexander-Arnold. He's not being closed down. He plays it into Wijnaldum, plays a lovely little dink cross in. Mane keeps it alive at the back post, but Aurier just absolutely out-muscles him. Aurier's been playing very well this game. He's been very strong and aggressive, and Mane fouls him there. Very good play from Aurier. Very good play indeed. Which is very surprising because I normally associate Aurier with being a bit of a liability. So fair play to Aurier, to be honest. Absolutely fair play. He's proving me wrong. He's doing good. He's doing good. We've got 18 minutes left in this game for either side to get a goal. Liverpool will obviously be more inclined to look for that goal. Excuse me. And Spurs will be happy with the draw, but you do have to say that Spurs could and should be in front. If Bergwijn had just scored rather than hitting the post, which he really should have done because he was one-on-one. Here's Wijnaldum now. He's on the ball. Sissoko tries to tackle him, but he actually ends up falling over. Curtis Jones is going to line up a shot. Mane here. He has the shot at goal. Hits the crossbar. It was an incredibly tight angle. I don't think that was going in. It would have to be an astonishing strike for that to have gone in. But Jones plays in Mane. Mane does Aurier there, and he does hit the crossbar. Very good give and go between Jones and Mane. Really good turn. He turns Aurier, hits it with his weak foot, and it hits the top of the crossbar. It's now a corner to Liverpool with Robertson swinging it in. And it evades everyone, and it's just going to go for a Spurs goal kick. The Spurs are going to need to calm down a little bit there. They need to be careful, because Mane can do that. It won't take a second for Mane to do some bullshit like that. It was a really nice 1-2 with Jones. He's well onside, played onside by Eric Dyer. Aurier did get back. He did put Mane under pressure. Again, I'm just every time it goes to a Liverpool fan reaction, none of them are wearing their masks properly. They've all got it underneath their nose. Some of them don't have it even over their mouth. So these Scousers are idiots. So well done. Well done, guys. This is why you're in fucking tier 3 for so long. Lucas just jumped like a mad lad. Kane on Curtis Jones. Now Jones just did a really weird little flick. Don't know what that was all about. But he did it. Fair enough. Wijnaldum now on the ball. Plays it out to Mo Salah. And Liverpool have been much better in these past few minutes. There's yet another corner to Liverpool. Spurs are being pinned down. They have been more defensive. They are sort of relying on Liverpool making mistakes rather than creating their own efforts at this point. A corner taken shortly. Salah clips it in now, but Lloris comes and he actually goes down. Interesting. Down as in, like, you know, what a time wasting keeper would do, but now he does roll it out quickly, to be fair. So I can't really tell what Spurs' desire is. Son with a lovely touch, but Salah has dropped all the way deep, and he actually dispossessed Son. And now Firmino it has a lot of space to run into. It's Mane up against Sissoko and Aurier. Mane plays it into Curtis Jones, is dispossessed by Højbjerg, and Højbjerg actually falls over, and bless him, he tries to use his head on the floor. It's a really good play from Højbjerg. Very brave. Very brave. But yes, Bergwijn looks like he's being taken off here, so I'll have to make an amendment on my thing. Reguilon. How the fuck do you spell Reguilon? Reguilon. Like that. Interesting. So obviously a very defensive change. I don't know where Reguilon's going to play. I mean, he might just play here at left mid. Left back at left mid. It could work. Could be a thing. Oh, someone's just liked the stream. Vala, thank you so much for liking the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself. But yeah, so I assume that he's playing the left back at left midfield to strengthen up the midfield defense. Wait. Because Reguilon is the left back, isn't he? I haven't made that up. That is a thing. It is a thing. Okay. Liverpool have been much more threatening in these last few minutes. We're now 15 minutes away from full time. Plus whatever injury time, extra time we have after that. But if one team is going to score a goal, it's looking more and more likely to be Liverpool. Spurs had those very, very good chances early in the second half. Since then, they haven't really been able to threaten. You do feel like they should have taken advantage of them. Since then, Liverpool have been in control. Alexander-Arnold now on the ball. Plays it into Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum into Mo Salah, who takes on Ben Davies on the right wing. It was a 2-on-1 scenario, and Salah lost that, and it's just going to be a goal kick. A goal kick to Spurs. And I'm sure Spurs will be taking their time with this goal kick. Indeed, Lloris is asking his players to calm down. He's sending them all up the pitch. He's no doubt going to do a long kick here. 2 games tomorrow. Was it Burnley, Villa, and which is obviously the Claret and Blue derby, and Sheffield United versus Manchester United. So there will be interesting games. Not interesting enough for me to do a stream on them, to be honest. I don't really care about either of those games enough. But you know. Right. Højbjerg on the ball now, plays it into Son. Have Spurs potentially beaten the press? They would have done had that pass from Son to Højbjerg been slightly better. But as it is, Liverpool have possession again. With Wijnaldum. And it's the same old story. They're going to build up and they'll no doubt lose the ball, and then Spurs will attack a little bit and we'll rinse and repeat. That seems to be what's occurring. Henderson into Trent. Trent clips a lovely ball into Salah, but he just can't get onto it. He was stretching, but it was incredibly close. And now Spurs are deploying the classic time-wasting tactic, so they are obviously incredibly happy with the prospect of a point at Anfield. And why wouldn't you be, to be fair? Why wouldn't you be? Lloris launches the long ball. Kane up against Williams. Williams wins that fight. Son plays it back to Sissoko. I think they hit Sissoko on the hand, but I'm guessing because it was inadvertent, it didn't count. Kane's potentially in here. Kane slips. Kane does a shot, and it's just wide. He's appealing for a corner. I don't think it took a deflection. The goal kick's been given. I thought it probably would have been offside anyway. Let's see what happened here with the Sissoko. It did hit Sissoko's hand. It was entirely unintentional. We'll see if Kane was onside here. It looks like he was potentially just onside. It would have been incredibly tight. He took it down on his chest. He did slip, unfortunately, forcing him to take it first time. It might be a save from Alisson, but the referee didn't see it regardless. Not 100% on that. Here's Serge Aurier now, who just gives the ball away immediately. That was the thing. Liverpool have had 15 attempts compared to Spurs' 7. Liverpool have had 10 on target. Spurs have only had 1 on target. Obviously, that was the goal they scored. But you do think at least 2 attempts that Spurs had, which really should have resulted in goals. Liverpool did hit the crossbar, but it wasn't a clear-cut chance. It would have been incredibly difficult to score that goal based on the angle and Aurier closing down Mane. Here's Alexander-Arnold into Salah now. Most of Liverpool's attacks are coming on this right-hand side, and sort of a little dink cross into the likes of Mane and Firmino on the left-hand side. Mane now. Excuse me. Mane tried to play a 1-2 with Firmino, but to no avail. Spurs will get it out of Reguilon and Son. Son is placed back to Aurier, who's going to have to be forced to do a long shot. Lucas wasn't expecting the short pass, however, neither was I. Allows Robertson to put a cross in. Sissoko calmly chests it away. He needs to get rid of it though, and Spurs make another mistake and they let it go out for a Liverpool throw. Poor pass to Kane. Mourinho is shouting at his team. Hey, Carl, how you doing, my guy? How you doing, Carl? What's occurring? How you doing? How have you been today? Doing anything nice? Doing anything fun? Are you still on holiday? I can't recall. Mane puts a lovely low cross in, but it's cleared out by Reguilon, who was in the right place at the right time. You played League? Ah, excellent. How many hours have you played on League of Legends? That's what I want to know. I feel like from what I've heard, I was gonna say I thought you were on holiday. Yeah, from what I've heard, that's a game where you just get like totally obsessed with it, and no, just in general. How many hours in general? Well, today and in general. Give me those stats. Today and in general. Wait, they said the last 32 visitors to Anfield, only once avoided defeat. So if Spurs do get the draw, it would be a very significant result. Obviously, they preferred a win had they converted their chances, but you've got to take a draw. You have to take a draw. 80 hours, damn, son. Here's Mane. Mane up against Aurier. He tries to swing it into Alexander-Arnold, who's on his own. He puts a shot in. It's blocked by Davis, who had his arms behind his back to ensure that was not going to hit his bloody hands. Chris is still here. Excellent stuff. What are you cooking? And what other changes were there in COD, now? Oh, Chris, by the way, if you did want to share the stream to see that jig, you do that just by sharing on Facebook if you wanted to. Nashelle has liked the stream. Thank you so much, Nashelle. Thank you so much. We also surpassed 100 Facebook followers today, which is very exciting. Mane up against Sissoko. Sissoko decides to turn to the referee immediately to protest his innocence by touching his hand. Didn't even go out of play. Play to the bloody whistle, boys. Jesus. Aurier standing up Mane. There's a good battle down that side. And it goes for a goal kick, I believe. 173 hours, god damn, son. That's a lot of damage. Jesus. Jesus, man. You're committed. You better be an expert at that game, I swear to God. But Liverpool, based on what happened last season, indeed the season prior, they are known for scoring a late winner or a late equaliser. So anything can happen. Chris is making a stir fry. Excellent stuff. A new mode. Maybe we'll have to give that a try. There's a really good battle between Aurier and Mane down that left-hand side. Mane got the better of the two in that exchange. Robertson is going to have the opportunity to cross the ball in at the free kick. Let's have a look-see. He puts his hands in the air. Cross comes in. Cleared away. Looks like Kane is down. Kane is down. Kane is injured. Holding his head. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe there was a collision or a coming together in the air there. Didn't quite see it. It looks like Dele Alli is going to come on for these final 5 minutes. Let's have a look at Kane. Yeah, it's a clash of heads between Wijnaldum and Kane. Nasty one, obviously. Hopefully Kane's okay, but he will be checked for a concussion, obviously. Chicken, carrot, onion, chilies, ginger, garlic, rice. Classic. Classic stir fry from Chris there. Chris the boy. Hey, Dennis is back. How you doing, Dennis? How you doing, Dennis? Oh, excellent. And Dennis liked the stream as well. Thank you so much, Dennis. That's much appreciated. Much appreciated. If you share the stream, Dennis, then an animation of me doing a little jig will come up. Just to let you know, in case you're interested. I just like seeing the jig. Hopefully Kane's okay. Like I say, he did take a shot to the head. But we've got 5 minutes left, and I imagine there will be a lot of expected time. Exciting times for Carl, his CPU in 2 weeks. Nice, nice. What is like the first thing you're gonna do when you get it, or what's the main thing you're gonna do with it? Like, is there a certain game that you're like, yes, I can't wait to play this game properly because of my new CPU? Is there like a specific thing going on? Excuse me. Dele Alli is going to come on. Let's see who fought for Son. So Son comes off for Dele Alli. Interesting. I expect it'll operate more like Kane as a single striker now. Dele dropping into that behind the striker role. The referee points into his watch like that because Son is taking his sweet ass time. To get off the pitch. Oh, so it's a total build, is it? So what are you using to play now? Oh no, you said your old computer, didn't you? So I assume you're just like selling off all the parts and stuff, yeah? Or whatever. That's good. So a whole build. That's very exciting. There are officially 3 minutes left. I'm sure there'll be at least 5 minutes of extra time. Do I watch the game live? I do. That's how I'm commentating on it. That's how I'm commenting. How else would I be commentating on it? I just have to be shouting and stuff. I'd have to be guessing and lying to you, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm watching the game right now. Williams into Jones. So yeah, so for example, I don't know how I'd like lie about that. Reguilon, Dele Alli. This is a rare attack from Spurs. Dele Alli gets fouled by Fabinho, does he? Yes, he does. The referee points for a free kick. Very well played by Dele Alli. But it might have been awarded for the second foul on Lucas, but Dele Alli did do well there. And then Lucas was crowded out by Fabinho, Henderson, and Williams. But Spurs will enjoy that. Absolutely they will. Kelvin, thank you so much for liking the stream, Kelvin. Much appreciated. Okay. I think it's probably too far out to go for an actual big boy shot. Dyer and Sissoko currently stood over it. I'd expect they're going to cross this in. But Dyer did score in the, what was it, the World Cup or the Euros? It was the World Cup, wasn't it, when he scored, I think. Was it? I don't even remember. No, it was the Euros. Anyway, Dyer over the free kick. It looks like he is going for goal. He is. It's a shot on target, but it's not enough bend on it. Just goes straight down the middle into Alisson's grateful hands. Here's Liverpool on the counter-attack. Spurs very cleverly do a tactical foul in the middle of the park, thereby preventing the attack. Looks like it could be ending in a draw, which is what I predicted, although I did predict a 0-0, to be fair. I thought it was going to be a very boring game. It's not. It's been far from it. There have been a lot of good chances. Spurs have been incredibly defensive, and they've just been looking to hit Liverpool on the counter. Mane's won a corner for Liverpool here. Spurs have nearly done enough. They've nearly done enough to get an earned point. And this is going to be the 7th corner for Liverpool. They need to be able to make the most of these corners if they want to win this game, you feel like. We're in the 89th minute now. Robertson crosses it in. Spurs plays on the deck. And Liverpool have scored! With Firmino, a header from the corner. A Spurs player just randomly hit the floor. That means we need to go red. Firmino incredibly happy to get the goal. It's been ages since Firmino scored, as far as I'm aware, and maybe I've got that wrong. But there you go. As we were saying, they need to make the most of these corners. That's exactly what they do. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that from a corner, Firmino... Gasky says, fuck Liverpool. Who'd have thought from a corner that Liverpool would win this game? Dyer is just on the floor like an idiot for no reason. No one is marking Firmino at all. No one's marking Firmino. I've no idea what Alderweireld is doing. It's not good enough. It's not... Is it Harry Kane? Is it Alderweireld? Someone was not picking up Firmino, and he just had a free run on goal. And that is 2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1 to Liverpool. There was a VAR check, but VAR said no. And there you have it. Liverpool, as we alluded to earlier, have been in recent seasons the master of the late goal. And they've done it again in the 90th minute. I've no idea how much added time we've got, because somehow we've only got 3 minutes of added time. I've no idea how we've only got 3 minutes. It should be at least 5, but there you go. Got to go, Carl. No worries at all. Thank you so much for joining. We will be back on Friday. But there you go. Liverpool are going to finish this match day, week, whatever, top of the table. It's been a very bad match day week from a City perspective. But here's Reguilon, puts the ball in. Alisson just gets a clip over it. Not quite enough for Spurs. And that is what happens when you play a defensive game. You are always in a risky position if the other side can score against you. Thank you so much, Moses, for liking the stream. Very much appreciated. Lucas Moura now plays in Aurier, who wasn't really ready for it. Robertson's going to get into a good position, and it will be a corner to Spurs. Is there any more late drama in this game? We're in the 92nd minute. It is 2-1 to Liverpool. Spurs did not take the opportunities in the early stages of the second half, and they've been punished because of that. Klopp is going to waste a bit of time by bringing on Naby Keita, I imagine, for Curtis Jones, but let's find out. Doubt he'll make the change before the corner. You always want to keep it the same before the corner. Chris says GG's. It's not over yet, Chris. You never know. Lucas whipping it in. And Liverpool just get it out quite easily. And now they're going to be able to counter potentially. Reguilon plays it back into Salah. Maybe potential for one more attack. But they have to get the ball into the box almost immediately. And they haven't done that. They've lost the ball. And this is going to end 2-1 to Liverpool. Very frustratingly. But they switched off at the corner. It only takes a second to score a goal. And they shouldn't have switched off, but they did. And there you have it. There you have it. They need to be more clinical with Bergwijn. They need to be better at the back from the corner. But there you have it. Confirmation that Liverpool have won the match 2-1 against Spurs, who did put up a good effort, but it was all for naught in the end. Hence why our background is red. Hence why, because that means and that denotes that Liverpool won the game. Let's have a look and see what that result has done to the Premier League table. Let's just go full screen for this. Premier League. As we see, let's just get confirmation there. It's still all go in this game. It's still 1-1. Still 0-0 there. That's a fucking boring game, isn't it? As we see the table, now it's looking much more like Liverpool are nailed on to win the league. Well, not nailed on, but you know what I mean. That's a very bad result from a Chelsea perspective, from a City perspective, and also, of course, from a United perspective, who all dropped points recently. If City win their game in hand, they will still be 5 points behind Liverpool, which isn't the best at all. Spurs still aren't a million miles away, of course. They're only one result away. Indeed, they have a better goal difference, so it only takes one swing to change that. I've got a notification. Dennis has decided to like LNobbins. Thank you so much, Dennis. Appreciated. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That's the game. That's the game. Very exciting game. It all kicked off at the end. Very unfortunate Liverpool had to get the final goal. I just do my little camera thing there. Goodness me. Very fortunate that Liverpool had to get the goal in the last minute, but you can't have everything the way you want it, can you? Unfortunately. I just want to say a big shout out, a big thank you to everyone who's new, everyone who followed the stream, to everyone who's currently still in the stream. Thank you so much. You guys are great. If you haven't already followed, make sure to follow. But I think everyone in the chat has already done so. But yeah, I'm going to go now, guys. We'll be back on Friday for some Pokemon, no doubt. EE Skeet Delete. Let me just go to my ending screen for continuity purposes. EE Skeet Delete. Have a good evening.